Bill Cobbs, actor in the Hudsucker Proxy Night at the Museum in Air Bud, dies at 90. His credits also included Sunshine State, Oz the Great and Powerful in The Drew Carey Show. Bill Cobbs, the convincing character actor who had pivotal turns in such films as The Hudsucker Proxy, Sunshine State, and Night at the Museum, has died. He was 90. Cobbs died Tuesday night of natural causes at his home in Riverside, his publicist Chuck I. Jones told The Hollywood Reporter. A native of Cleveland who excelled at comedy as well as drama, Cobbs portrayed Whitney Houston's manager in The Bodyguard 1992, the older brother of Medgar Evers in Rob Reiner's Ghosts of Mississippi 1996, a jazz pianist in Tom Hanks' That Thing You Do 1996, and the master tinker, builder of the Tin Woodsman in Sam Raimi's Oz the Great and Powerful 2013. He also played the wise coach who put a basketball-playing dog into the Timberwolves lineup in Air Bud 1997. On television, Cobbs stood out as the sardonic bartender, the Dutchman on The Dabney Coleman, starring the Slap Maxwell Story, the bus driver Tony on The Drew Carey Show, the title character's dad on The Gregory Hines Show, and Dr. Amory Erickson, the inventor of the transporter on Star Trek Enterprise. In the Coen Brothers' The Hudsucker Proxy 1994, Cobbs portrayed Moses, the mystical clock man whose ability to stop time comes not a moment too soon for Tim Robbins' Norval Barnes. In John Sayles' Sunshine State 2002, Cobbs provides a moral compass as a doctor who strives to save his seaside Florida neighborhood from developers. Earlier, the actor and filmmaker worked together in the 1984 sci-fi comedy The Brother from Another Planet. Cobbs set the plot in motion as Reginald, the security guard on the verge of retirement in Night at the Museum 2006. He returned for the 2014 sequel. Wilbert Francisco Cobbs was born on June 16, 1934. After graduating from East Tech High School in Cleveland, he served for 8 years in the U.S. Air Force, where he experimented with stand-up comedy. He worked for IBM and sold cars before he acted on stage for the first time in 1969 in the anti-apartheid musical Lost in the Stars at Karamu House in his hometown. He quickly followed with roles in Ossie Davis Purley and Luigi Pirandello's Six Characters in Search of an Author at the venerable Cleveland Theater. Cobbs headed east a year later and joined the Negro Ensemble Company in New York, working with the likes of Davis, Ruby Dee, Adolph Caesar, and Moses Gunn. Once I realized I could walk on the stage with people like that, I thought, maybe I can be an actor, he recalled in 2015. Alongside Caesar and Esther Rowe, Cobbs appeared off-Broadway in 1971's Ride a Black Horse, and then in Black Visions for the Joseph Papp Public Theater. For his big screen debut, he showed up on a subway platform in The Taking of Pelham 123, 1974. I came back home to see my mom and dad, and all our friends and neighbors went to see the movie, and everyone was waiting for my appearance, he said in 2013. I walk up to a policeman in the subway and say, "Hey man, what's going on?" He then understudied on Broadway in Black Picture Show and The First Breeze of Summer in 1975. Cobbs' film resume also included Grease Lightning 1977, Trading Places 1983, The Cotton Club 1984, The Color of Money 1986, New Jack City 1991, The Hard Way 1991, The People Under the Stairs 1991, Demolition Man 1993, Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead 1993, Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead 1995, Hope Floats 1998, A Mighty Wine 2003, 3 Days to Vegas 2007, Get Low 2009, and The Muppets 2011. Cobbs also was a regular on Sam Waterston's I'll Fly Away, The Michael Richards Show, Julianne Nicholson's The Others, and Matthew Perry's Go On, and he guest starred on many other series, from The Equalizer, Kate Alley and The Sopranos to 6 Feet Under, and Yes Dear. We are saddened to share the passing of Bill Cobbs, his family said in a statement shared by his rep. On Tuesday, June 25th, Bill passed away peacefully at his home in California. A beloved partner, big brother, uncle, surrogate parent, godfather, and friend, Bill recently and happily celebrated his 90th birthday surrounded by cherished loved ones. As a family, we are comforted knowing Bill has found peace and eternal rest with his Heavenly Father, the statement from his family continued. We ask for your prayers and encouragement during this time. In an obituary shared by his rep, Susan Zachary of the Zachary, Colorado, Cobbs is described as a hugely talented actor and director. He loved his craft, other actors, his family and friends, and was extremely generous with his time, energy, and support of emerging talent, the obituary from the Zachary Co. read. He was a revered icon to many and deservedly so. Cobbs got his start in acting when he was 36. Prior to acting, he served in the U.S. Air Force, worked at IBM, and sold cars, according to the obituary. His first professional acting role was in Ride a Black Horse at the Negro Ensemble Company. He continued to star in small theater productions before landing his first television role on Vegetable Soup, a New York public television educational series. From then on, Cobbs' career as an actor soared as he landed many roles across television and film. His resume would go on to include over 100 feature films and television shows. Of his many roles, perhaps some of his most notable films were The Bodyguard in 1992, in which he portrayed Devaney and acted alongside Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, the 1997 Disney film Air Bud Night at the Museum in 2006, and Oz, the Great and Powerful in 2013. He also has several series credits across television, including The Michael Richards Show, Agents of SHIELD, The Carmichael Show, and The Sopranos. His guest starring role as Mr. Hendrickson in Dino Dana, the movie, earned Cobbs a Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Limited Performance in a Daytime Program. As a director, Cobbs directed The Meeting, a story about Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. Actor, writer, and director Beecher Sylvain, who worked with Cobbs on the project, said in a statement, "He was more than a mentor to me, more than a teacher, more than a friend. He became a second father, guiding me through life's intricacies." Some of Cobbs' last acting roles were the 2024 television shows Diara from Detroit and BMF,